You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. I do not want to foresee the future. I'm concerned with taking care of the present. God has given me no control over the moment following. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. I look only to the good qualities of men. Not being faultless myself, I won't presume to probe into the faults of others. Constant development is the law of life, and a man who always tries to maintain his dogmas in order to appear consistent drives himself into a false position. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken, and the wisest might err. Hate the sin, and love the sinner. Religions are different roads converging on the same point. What is faith worth if it is not translated into action? The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of non-violence to cover impotence. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. Man can never be a woman's equal in the spirit of selfless service with which nature has endowed her. The real ornament of woman is her character, her purity. The spirit of democracy is not a mechanical thing, to be adjusted by abolition of forms. It requires change of heart. What difference does it make to the dead, the orphans, and the homeless, whether the mad destruction is wrought under the name of totalitarianism or the holy name of liberty or democracy? Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. A weak man is just by accident. A strong but non-violent man is unjust by accident. Man should forget his anger before he lies down to sleep. It is difficult, but not impossible, to conduct strictly honest business. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. I believe in equality for everyone, except reporters and photographers. Honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Democracy and violence can all go together. Evolution of democracy is not possible if we are not prepared to hear the other side. It may be long before the law of love will be recognized in international affairs. The machineries of government stand between and hide the hearts of one people from those of another. All compromise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender. For it is all give and no take. To call woman the weaker sex is a libel. It is man's injustice to woman. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. A man who was completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. I object to violence, because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. I'm a lover of my own liberty, and so I would do nothing to restrict yours. I simply want to please my own conscience, which is God. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave.